Aides unleash on Democrat Crockett. They said a boss from hell who terrorizes staffers. She lays around at her apartment, never at the office. Wow. I mean, does this surprise anyone that Jasmine Crockett would be like this? I mean, it's the same. People like that aren't really leaders. We hear the same type of stuff about Kamala Harris. No, it's not because they are women. There are some women leaders out there. It's not because of that. It's just they just not good at what they do. They were just became these like figureheads and not prepared to be leaders. And and this is par for the course for the Democrat Party. They check off boxes. They put people in places that really don't need to be in these places. They're not there on merit. They're there because they check off some box. And that's similar to Jasmine Crockett. And she's a de facto leader of the Democrat Party who is helping run the Democrat Party into the ground. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I'll talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit, and they report that Democrat Rep. Jasmine Crockett is a boss from hell who screams at her staffers and lays around her apartment, according to aides who have worked for the Texas lawmaker. Again, it's the similar things that you hear about Kamala Harris, not an effective leader, yells at staff. The turnover rates are super duper high because people don't want to work for her. Same type of stuff. But Crockett, who is known for her foul mouth, is reportedly rude to her staffers and refuses to come to the office. This should surprise absolutely no one. That's what I was saying, right? The aides told the New York Post that Crockett is more interested in being an influencer who posts viral clips to social media than actually representing the people of her district. This is why she's going to lose the next go round, I believe. But the New York Post reported Rep. Jasmine Crockett has positioned herself as an unfiltered critic of President Trump, earning regular TV appearances and an inauthentic online following. And Freudian slip, enthusiastic online following. But congressional aides tell the Post that the Dallas Democrat is as rude and mean as her own to her own staff. The liberal loudmouth 44 has rocketed to fame since taking office in January 2023 as a fiery assailant of the Republican president and his allies. But three sources who have worked with or for Crockett says she's rarely present with TV cameras when TV cameras aren't rolling. It terrorizes her staff when she does appear. Crockett is not often found at her government-provided suite in the Longworth House office building, with one insider saying she prefers to work from her nearby luxury apartment building, sometimes for weeks on end. Quote, she is laying around her apartment, won't come into the office, and is really just indifferent to staff and will scream at them, the former aide said. She is never in the office and is very disengaged. She does her bulls, that goes viral and then freaks out over the most random things. Wow. Again, we didn't need someone to come out to tell us these things about her. All you have to do is just look at her interviews. Look how she chastised people that support Trump and all these other things. She's just a rude, unintelligent person, and it shows. And even her staffers notice that and talk bad about her leadership style. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.